Boy, do I got a good one for you guys today. You know, it's always amazing to me how it will be the most whitest of people who will try to speak for other non white people and try to tell them what those non white people should feel are racist or non racist or take them some form of attack. It's like they want to constantly speak for them, they want to constantly think for them. And we have another case of this. So now we have Star Wars and Lucasfilm that has decided to cave to activists yet again. Of course, Star Wars and Lucasfilms always caves to activists because they are ran by activists. This is what they think. This is how they think. This is their ideology. This is what they do every day. And now apparently they have activists who are calling Disney and Lucasfilm racist over the depiction of a character design within the animated series The Bad Batch, where apparently the characters are too white for a lot of these activists liking. They definitely want these characters to be darkened a bit, and they want more representation. So we're going to get into the article, guys. This one comes from some good old Bounding Into Comics, and it says, Star Wars and Lucasfilm caved to activists, calling them racist over the Bad Batch characters' designs. Lucasfilm and Star Wars officially admitted that they caved to numerous activists that accused them of racism over their character designs in the animated series Star Wars The Bad Batch. Back in May of 2021, an activist going by the name of Nessa from Project Stardust claimed that the members of the Bad Batch were distinctively whiter than other clones. Nessa wasn't alone in this claim. The activist cited fellow activist and Tumblr user CloneHub, who created the website unwhitewashthebadbatch.carrd.co. The fact that you even made a website for this goes to show that you have too much time on your hands. It is absolutely insane to think that it's bad enough that you think that the racial depiction of characters in Star Wars the Animated Series is something to be taken seriously, but then you want to make a website dedicated to unwhitewashing it. You are insane. You have an ideology that has completely taken over your life. It says on the website, CloneHub argues the Bad Batch has been whitewashed in two ways: through their visual and physical design, and through their voice act. The user continued, D. Bradley Baker is a white man from Colorado who was chosen to play a group of men of color with an ethnically tied dialectical accent. What does that mean? Oh my God. The racism that comes out from these people is insane. How does nobody call these people out for this? Think about it for a second. You as a white person, most likely this is a white person, I haven't confirmed, but even if it isn't, there is a ton of white people that think this way and act this way. You as a non-POC person, I'm going to use your language, is then trying to say that this person is too white on screen because they don't talk black? What does talking black mean? That is racist as hell. What does talking Hispanic mean? That is racist as hell. You're trying to say that all black people and all Hispanic people sound the same, and thus, if it's heard, if this particular dialect is heard in a TV show, that you automatically have to assume that the person has to be played by that skin color, otherwise it doesn't make sense for you. Because in your racist mind, you have closed in everybody into a box in those particular races. So you now all of a sudden, if something looks different out of that box that you have made in your mind, then that's going to make you go insane. That's exactly what's going on here. This is racist as hell. Honestly, it really is. He then added, if it still isn't clear, Baker being white and doing this accent is equivalent to him being hired to play a black character and then poorly attempting an African-American vernacular English accent, aka blaccent, ebonics, etc. It's racist. No, you are racist. You are racist as hell. How can, oh my God, how can these white liberals come out and say stuff like this? How can they do it? I want to know what the skin color of this person is. I want to know. I really do. I guarantee you it's most likely white. I could be wrong, but at the end of the day, white liberals do this nonsense. They think like this. This is the most racist thing I've heard in a while. It says the user then went on to point out all the issues he has with each of the individual members of the Bad Batch. However, as noted in previous coverage, his arguments did not hold water based on actual viewings of episodes with the Bad Batch in it before the original series debut. As an example, for Hunter, he claims while his skin is leaning towards the darker side out of everyone on the Bad Batch, it still isn't where it should be. He adds when his white squad members antagonize and pick petty fights with their regular clones, he rarely steps in to stop them. However, this claim is patently false, as in the first episode where the Bad Batch are introduced, Hunter breaks up a fight between the regular clone troopers and the Bad Batch and tells Wrecker to drop one of the regular stormtroopers. Hunter literally says, "Wrecker, drop him now." So there you go. The guy is completely talking out of his ass. Let's continue. This campaign would be picked up by a number of Twitter users who also claimed the character designs were racist and claimed that D. Bradley Baker's voice acting was racist as well. Oh, I need to hear this. One user wrote, anyway, it's bad enough that they got a white American to do a frankly quite racist imitation of a Maori actor's voice to play the clones in animation without them straight up bleaching them. No way I'm possibly watching that unwhitewashed TBB. I am not surprised. Oh, God, I'm not surprised by this profile picture. Another user tweeted, does this explain how their designs and writing are racist? Or can you explain it? Can you honestly explain it? Can you explain to us how this is racist in your mind, in your ideology? How is this racist without you actually sounding racist in your description? Please explain it to me. If you can explain it to me without sounding racist yourself, I will listen, but I highly doubt it. Another accused Star Wars fans of being racist and then proceeded to describe Lucasfilms as racist. This word has no meaning, okay? This word racist or racist have no meaning. This word is literally watered down to the max. It means nothing anymore. Honestly, it probably is a token of good faith. Honestly, like a lot of people who are called racist are people who are spoken very well, and they don't want to deal with people like this. They don't want people who speak well. They don't want people who think for themselves. They want machines. They want NPCs. The user wrote, unwhitewashed TBB, because racist fans shouldn't be who you cater to. Get the F off of my profile, racist. And yet you are racist as hell with the whitest profile picture. Who are you? Who is this person? Why do they all these people who speak this have the whitest of profile pictures? Why? If you're so inclusive and you love darkness so much, why do you have the whitest of the white profile picture? Explain that to me. Less than a week after this campaign targeting the Bad Batch was launched, it was rumored that Lucasfilm has indeed caved to the activists and changed the character designs for the characters in Star Wars The Bad Batch. Gizmodo reported a source familiar with production of The Bad Batch told IO9 that in the run-up to its premiere this week, changes to the lighting tools utilized by the animation team were made to moderate their effects in the premiere episode's starkly lit primary settings. They added such tweaks will also be made in future episodes of the series. Now, speaking with Collider, Star Wars The Bad Batch director Maggie Lovett confirmed Lucasfilm caved to the fans, calling them racist, and made changes to the character designs. Why would you cave? Why would you cave? If you cave on the designs, guess what you got to cave on next? You have to cave on the voice acting. And guess what happens after you cave on that? You have to cave on the story. And guess what happens after you cave on that? The fans own you. They own you. I don't even want to call them fans because they're not even fans, really. They're not fans. These people own you. The moment you cave to them, they own you. They own everything about you. And you want them to own you. That's the sad part. She told Collider, we listened to all the concerns of the fans. Interestingly, in Season 1, before Season 1 came out, we're always doing this. We went back to look at the skin tones, and we made some corrections to make sure that we're being true to the legacy of the clones in Clone Wars. Absolutely, 100%. Guys, I can't anymore. I can't. Like, this is some of the most racist stuff I've ever seen. It really is. And these people really feel like they're sitting on the throne of higher moral superiority. They really do. They feel morally superior to you and everybody else who does not think their ideology. And at the end of the day, all they want to do is keep the non-white person down and keep control over their speech and keep control over their mindset. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy. And if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought of today's story, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.